All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Chad Smith with The Real Solution and with Infinite Agent. Here we go Monday morning. As I've been saying, this is a meeting that we have done over the last 10 years to run our real estate business. The Chad Smith team, we have done this meeting over 2,500 times. So I made a decision many, many years ago that I was going to work on myself and work on my business before I show up and work in my job and in my business every day. And that doesn't solve anything. It's not a magic pill if you just do that one time. But if you do that day in, day out, every single day that you show up, then over time you become the success that everybody else wishes they had. So over here on Zoom, I've got our Real Solution community. We've got a bunch of people on this morning. Everybody's over here with me, and then we're live streaming on several platforms. And we have decided that we're going to begin giving back in this way and live streaming this morning meeting because we're looking for more people. I believe that most people could succeed as a real estate agent if they decided to find the right mentor and then take corresponding action consistently. It never worked for me until I found the right teachers, the right people that had actually done it and showed me the way. And so this morning I'm going to talk about a mindset, and I've been working to find a way to explain this for many, many years. And I read a book this weekend. It's called The Entrepreneur Revolution by Daniel Priestley. He's written 4 books, and this is the third one of his that I've read in the last month or two. And it was really fantastic. And so this is the mindset that you want to avoid, or you want to make sure you're on the right side of, and that's what we're gonna talk about this morning. So this mindset, down here on page 131, he talks about it's called vitality. He calls it vitality. And what Daniel explains in the book is that you could show up in your career with one of two mindsets, as a functional mindset or as a mindset of vitality, okay? And so let me give you an example. For years and years, we had a standard on the Chad Smith team that every agent that was on our team would make 2 hours of phone calls per day. That's basically creating your future, whether that's talking to strangers for the first time or following up with your past clients and building key relationships. It was 2 hours on the phones per day. And over the years, I met plenty of people who just wouldn't do it at all. But then I met certain people, and they actually made the phone calls every day they showed up to work. And yet nothing ever happened. So you look at the box. The box was checked every single day. They made the 2 hours of phone calls. And yet they never, if they did set appointments, nothing ever materialized from it. And it ended up being a bunch of wasted time. And so when I read this weekend, it clicked in. I thought, you know what it is it's an industrial revolution employee mindset of just functionally doing your task every day. See, we get to choose every single day. It's one of the reasons I love this industry and I love this career, because we get to serve people, and then I get to choose every single day. Am I going to show up in my life as a functional person, or do I get to live as a vitality person full of vitality? So let me read a couple things here. It says, coming from a space of vitality rather than functionality is a characteristic at the heart of every great leader, adventurer, author, actor, entrepreneur. Functionality is defined as performing a set of tasks or processes efficiently. It's a given that you need to be proficient at what you do. However, functionality alone won't get you closer to success as an entrepreneur. And vitality, he says there are 2 literal definitions of the word vital. The first is irreplaceable, and the second is life force. So that's my question for you today is, let's say you're not a real estate agent, but maybe you would like to become a real estate agent or a real estate investor, or maybe a mortgage loan officer, or you have a dream of building your own business. If you are an employee right now, are you showing up in someone else's business as a functional person? Are you just showing up as someone who just checks off the box and you functionally do your task every day? Or are you showing up full of vitality? Are you showing up bringing everything you've got and making yourself irreplaceable? Are you a vital person? Are you showing up in that way? Because I would submit to you that if you're not showing up like that in someone else's business, then you'll never show up that way whenever there's not even anyone to hold you accountable, right? I've got the Real Solution community over here on Zoom. Do you show up to the morning meeting functionally, or do you show up as a vital person? When you make contacts, when you're reaching out to your sphere of influence, when you're doing, you could do an open house functionally. You could call your sphere functionally. You could do everything in real estate just as a functional task. And I submit to you that in an economy like this, in a real estate market like this, if you just show up as a functional person too many days in a row, you're not going to have a career. What does it take? What does it take for you to show up every day and be operating from a sense of vitality and a sense of purpose? So I'd be curious to hear from you. I'd be curious to hear what you do. What are the things that you do, and how do you stay focused in such a way that you can show up and bring everything that you've got every day? And if you're somebody that struggled with just being a functional person, maybe joining a community like this could help, right? We've identified that there are three major things that real estate agents are struggling with, and I would say probably all business owners are struggling with in 2024. Number one, the world and technology is changing so fast that people are struggling with, what does modern lead generation look like, right? You've got social media now. You've got rules changing in regards to email with Google. You've got Google profiles. You've got reviews. You've got ad funnels. You've got do not contact lists. You've got all these things to deal with. What does modern lead generation look like? And then maybe one of the keys here is the office structure is like broken ever since the lockdowns. Like a lot of businesses, you just come in a couple days a week, and people are isolated more than ever before. And then the third is they're just struggling with implementation, probably as a result of the other two challenges that are going on. And so what we do here is we show up every single morning, 5 days a week, every single weekday morning. And once we finish this live stream, we're going to work on our implementation. We're going to sharpen each other. We're going to build each other up. Let me give you an example right here. I hope he doesn't mind. But there's an agent on our team. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Nothing like looking for something on your computer while you're streaming live. There we go. Angel Cruz in our organization. Do you mind if I share? Okay, awesome. All right, so this is a note that he sent to our community. Hey guys, I thought I'd share. When I got engaged in early February, I had a big fat 0 properties under contract. I just remember thinking, it doesn't matter the hours or the amount of work it will take to get out of this situation, but I will get out of it. Fast forward to today, and he has 2.2 million under contract, which is 7 properties under contract, and he's waiting on 1 or possibly 2 more. And then he said, mindset, this is a mindset game. This market has nothing to do with us. The commission's lawsuit has nothing to do with us. Let's go take territory. Yes. So this is an environment that, contrary to human nature, we actually celebrate the success in other people because we understand that we're not competing against each other. We're competing against our own functional mindset versus a vital mindset, that there is opportunity everywhere, and that our only job is to win the mindset game so that we can show up and be our best self every day. And this community does that. We celebrate the success in each other, and then we hold each other accountable. We keep it real, and then we go win the day. So if that sounds like you, reach out to us, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 Central. Have a great day.